All right, well, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High house shall bless sing all day, man. Um, hope by His mercies you're gonna consume when we're alive in the Most High house shall's body and we're naturally alive, man. And yeah, man, I was kind of going into this, man. Yeah, pretty much, man. How to, yeah, man. This one to be there for your loved ones, man, and because I had the chance. Actually, I had a great day yesterday. Let's try to kill off that old man and be better. As we grow faith, obedience, and the keeping of instructions, man. So that's stuff I still got to work on and things of that nature. But it's just still a process, man. Still gotta get better, man. Still gotta get better each and each day, man. But yeah, man, it's just good, man. Because I actually had a good day yesterday. See my loved ones, and man, just it's crazy how things are of the Lord. Because I didn't even mean to. Well, I meant to see. Well, actually, when my homie, because he actually, yeah, I would say like he lost his, one of my homies, he lost his father, earlier, a few days ago. So, yeah, man, that's what I was really kind of going to, like this whole week. That's what I was kind of going to, man. That kind of messed me up, man. Cause like, you know what? Let's get Romans real quick, man. Let's get Romans, man. Cause just real quick. But it's not what I'm going to go into. But it's just something, a little reminder, man. Um, It says Romans chapter 12 verse 13. We kind of talked about this before. We talked about this a lot. Rejoice with them that would do rejoice. Weep with them that weep, man. So yeah, man. Be there for your peoples, man. Honestly, whether in the word or out the word, man. Cause that's what it is, man. Seriously, man. Cause that's important, man. Because honestly, that's why I say each and each day, man, Lord willing, by His mercies, we are consumed, man. Psalms and Sirach says, who could praise Him in the grave, man. Because, like, a lot of people, just in general, because a lot of times, like, what it's too, a lot of times, like, during this, I remember watching a clip of, I didn't see the whole video, but Elder Zabak, out of HOI, I was watching part of the video he made about he's like how to dealing kind of with like what we talk about here a lot sometimes, like dealing losing loved ones pretty much, and a lot of times too winter, a lot of time during this time in the winter time, a lot of people like lose a lot of people, like it's always it's just a thing. But I want to say this too, man, but I'm saying this in general, it's just this year in general, man. like a lot of people been passing away, man. That's why I even talk about, like, when I even talk about, like, I just use it as more of a reminder when I talk about like different, like, say like entertainers, or they be excuse me, hold on, y'all. Oh yeah, I'll give you a tissue. That's a matter of fact. Um, I'll go in here. Hold on, yeah. Yeah, my bad. Yes, yeah. So like when I talk about like different athletes, entertainers, or like or musicians, rappers, or actors, things of that nature, man. I always talk about that, man, because it's a reflection. That's how one, because they're people, of course, too. They're regular people, mortal people too. But like the most I use that, like, for me, honestly, like, it's more of a reminder. Like, listen, man, people is like dropping. People just pass away every day, man. Not even that, people like those people are natural people, man. They just die, like, even regular people, man. They just die every day, man. It's like just constantly seeing death, man. It's just like that's why, like, I made that video earlier this week, man, about enjoying the you know one, being spiritually alive, being alive in Most High Yahshua's body, and also too naturally alive, man, because um being and like and enjoying this is the day the Lord, like David said in Psalms, this is the day the Lord has made. Be rejoicing, be glad in it, like Sirach says. Therefore, not thyself of a good day, man. Like, or Proverbs 27 in Matthew, like, boast not of tomorrow, or James, that everything's of the Lord's will. The point is important to saying Lord's will, man. That's what it is, man. But anyway, man, because I was actually talking about that with a sister last night, one of the Lyft drivers. But Well, okay, even though, yeah, let me go back to actually what I was going to talk about. You see, because shout out to yeah, because I was watching the class last night, and also too shout out to brother send me a firstborn too, because let me get this too, because I've been seeing this. I was actually looking in Deuteronomy 4 yesterday too, but because a lot of times too, like in shout out to brothers from brother Ratazan from Believers of the Way, because I watch a bit of the class a little bit. I don't really watch many people like that as I used to anymore. It's not them personal. I'm saying is don't. But he's saying not like to add or take away from scriptures, because a lot of times too. And here's the thing, because there's been discrepancy like about Paul's writings, or like this a controversy of the book of Hebrews, things in nature, all that other stuff. I'm not really gonna go delve into it, man. But all that stuff Paul's getting at, man, he's getting that from the law and the prophets. He's getting that from the Torah to and the Tanakh, man. He's getting that from the law. He's getting that from the Word, man. He's getting that from like the Old Testament, man. That's all he's getting at. But also too, even let me get this too, man, because I was looking at this in I'm not, let's go to Hebrews real quick, 12, because I was actually looking at this, and I mentioned this in the video I did yesterday, man. But let's grab this real quick, man, because because it's like, because I get it, because there's no like the guess it, because I'm above the belief that Paul wrote Hebrews, but I mean, hey, he didn't, it doesn't matter. But pay attention and just listen to what Hebrews is telling you. But I mean, what the whole book is telling you, honestly, because like because let's do Yahweh Shah is telling you pretty much, because the most ain't Yahweh Shah, because they come in the bottom of the book. So listen to that. That's the most importantly. But let's go to Hebrews 12 real quick, because I saw this. I was like, yeah, man, because a lot of times, I mean, there's been different fractions that, talked about this, but I want to address this because, yeah, that's what I'm going to, like, as is written. Like, that's why it says as is written all the time. I've been talking about that. We haven't talked about that in a while, like, as is written, because a lot of times, too, I would just we kind of delved off into that, man, like, because it was like, all right, it wasn't, like, like, I'm not sure, because, like, now, I've just been delving into like as is written, because I've been just like now the most like house shot has been like revealing in other brothers, like through other brothers, like revealing the testimony, like of the gospel, the new covenant, and things of that nature. I've been focused on that, like spiritually elevating and trying to spiritually grow, like not only just reading and understanding, but my life as well. So yeah, man, that's why I've been trying to focus on that, like the whole. Because the whole fraction of the war between Old Testament only and New Testament only people, I just haven't been getting into that. But I do want to go into this, man, because I was reading Deuteronomy. I'm gonna get into it. Let's get Hebrews, because there has been controversies of Hebrews and things of that nature. But let's grab this too. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 9. It says, For our God is consuming fire. So yeah, man, that's why this Romans 12 and 11 says, serve him as with a fervent heat, man. That's why Jeremiah 23 says, his word is like a fire, because like he's a fire, so his word is like a fire. And also too, like 2 Esdras 13 goes into that, when Yahweh shall be rebuking people, his word is like fire, and other places too, man. So, but it says, for our God is a consuming fire, man. So means like he's everlasting, he can't be put out. Yeah, man. So that's just what it is, man. So but this is coming from the law though. So let's get Deuteronomy 4 real quick, because I was just skimming through Deuteronomy 4 yesterday, and I found this. So yeah, man. So you think the author of Hebrews is getting it from, man? Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 24. For the Lord thy God is a consuming fire, even a jealous God. So yeah, man. So then it goes into Exodus 20 law. He's a jealous God, man. So that, yeah, seriously, man. So and that's going into, yeah, seriously. That's like where that way at, man. Where do you think that, like, we talked about in the videos about have no other gods, man. Where do you think that naturally comes from? Like, of a man not wanting to his woman talking about other men, or that dichotomy of like men don't want to be compared to previous men, man, because that's what, like, that's why the Most High Yahusha said what, like, listen, those gods over there in Joshua 24:14, leave them over there, like, leave those over there. If you want to go, and that's why he said in Judges, like, no, you want to be with those guys, go cry to them, go be with them. That's why, like, so you have men out there that say, listen, you keep talking about those previous men that you've been with, go be with them. I'm not them, so like, I'm not those men. That's how the Most High Yahusha is. Listen, I'm not Ashtaroth, I'm not Baal, I'm not this, I'm not that. Don't bring that. That's what he says. What? Ecclesiastes 5:1. Set your foot aright. Don't bring that outside stuff into the house of the Lord, man. So don't bring those stuff, like, to all those previous gods you've been dealing with. Don't bring that to me, because I'm not them. So he requires something different of us, man. So and most of the time, majority of the time too, man, all those other guys, and shoot, some people, they own God. They just go after their lust and like their desires, man, and their own will, the Most High Yahusha's will. That's the beauty of it. That's why I always go into the beauty of, and the rejection of, the beauty of being rejection, and the power of no, man. Because a lot of times too, man, when you don't get what you want, man, actually a lot of times people thrive better when they don't get what they want, man. So yeah, man, because it's like, because honestly, like, I use like this, for example, like LeBron, honestly, I think his best years was in Miami. But you know what it is? That's when his best years was what? Because Pat Riley told him no. He had an actual structure, said, no, you're not going to get what you want, like you did in the first go-around in Cleveland, or like the second go-around in Cleveland, or like in L.A. Well, it's kind of like L.A., where he gets what he wants. I get it. And I get it. He has he's a very accomplished man. He has a high level of power, like, in his cachet, and as much as the NBA players, things like that. Just as far as like, because he is controlled, I'm saying, but as far as like, NBA cachet, he has a lot of power. So I get that, too. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But honestly, just as a player, honestly, like, as a complete player, his best years was in Miami. That's where he got, and shout out to Brother Chronicles Judah, because he mentioned this years ago, man, when he got told no, man, that was his best. Because a lot of people, when they don't get what they want, man, a lot of times too, that's actually when they, they excel. Now, don't get it wrong. There's people like, you have to know who you like, just like in sports, you have to know your personality. You have to know each measure of person, like, where they thrive at. But sometimes, like, it's a balanced thing, because sometimes you have certain people that when you don't give them what they want, they do it better. Because most of the time, those are people that need to be humble. Because most of the time we get, that's the reason why they do better. Because why? They're getting humble, and they're getting, they're under a code of conduct, a strict, like, system of things. The things are done indecently in order. They're in the constant motion of things. They're under like, some type of authority. So that's what actually they're that humbles them. So they'll have to comply. So honestly, just like, that's just like with certain women, men and women, certain women, they actually do better. Like, they actually know it. No, actually, the woman in her natural role, that's what actually she thrives better. Like, when she's trying to compete with a man, like, that's when, like, that's why we see the disorder we see. And I'm just talking about Jeremiah 6:2 as well. Like, when we're under the Most High Yahusha's, authority, man, we're going to be better. That's why it says, follow that which is good. Because when you were doing your own will, you're like, you're sinning against your own soul, man. Like, because honestly, man, when I, like, my, even other people around, I'll use me, for example. I'm pretty sure for y'all brothers and sisters too, they see the change in your life when y'all just come and serve the Lord. It didn't happen instantly, but over time, things of that nature, like, this is the guide to your life. Actually, what? Let me grab this too, man, since I'm making these points. What's that what I want? Was that what I want? Guide to my life, yeah. I think it was at 23, but yeah, man. I don't know if I want that one. You know what? I'll grab that one. I'll get 2 Ezra 7:21. Then I'm going to grab that. My bad, y'all. I went a little off topic, but hey, it is what it is. 2 Ezra chapter 7:21. For Yahweh have given straight commandment for to such as they came to live, such as they. I'm sorry. I'm reading this again. And then Yahweh say, what, straight is the way? So let's get to 2nd Ezra 7:21. For Yahweh hath given straight commandment to such as came, and what they should do to live, even what they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Yeah, I didn't read this verse in a while, so yeah, I'm reading it one more time. For Yahweh hath given straight commandment, and to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. So yeah, man, this is the guide to, yeah, man. This one, I need this, man, because this is the guide to my life. Because why? Because this is why the world is out the way, like, is in disorder. What it is, because like when you don't follow the Most High Yahweh's commandments, and one, not people aren't faithful to Most High Yahweh, and the people don't do what they command. That's what the world is going to be. Not only just our nation, because not only just our people, just what Proverbs 14 says. Listen, sin is is a reproach to any people as well too. So that's why the world is the way that is what it is. But a lot of times too, like there's a lot of times too, people are having these troubles because they don't have a guide to their life, man. Honestly, not well. Naturally, some people have a guide to their life, but but how much more should the Lord, man? Like the Creator of creators, like the Alpha Omega, the power of powers, God in life, man. God in your life, man. Because you might He might know something. Like your Creator might know something. Honestly, man. So. That's just is what it is, man. Because that's why I love the scriptures, man. I tell people all the time. I remember telling my brother, tells you what to do and what not to do. That's why, we shouldn't be left to our own devices, man. Because, shoot, man. I remember having a conversation with the brothers, one of the other brothers too, man, downtown, man. He said, listen, man, even I never even thought about it that way until the brother said it. He said, listen, because he was talking about the flood. The brothers was teaching, and he was talking about the flood. He said, listen, even that, the Most High was the Most High house was showing mercy, man, because they were destroying themselves. Actually, that's what Wisdom of Solomon goes into, how actually the Egyptians were destroying themselves, man, with that, man. So actually, can I yeah, let me grab that real quick. Then I'm gonna hit this all right. My bad, y'all. I went way off topic, but yeah. Okay, here it is. Wisdom Solomon 17:21. Only them that were spread over a heavy night, the image of that darkness which afterward received them, but yet they were unto themselves more grievous, than the darkness. So yeah, remember, because this goes into more of the plagues and of darkness in Egypt. This whole chapter goes into in that plague in Egypt. It goes into darkness, how dangerous that. Because listen, man, I've been in the woods at nighttime. That's really scary, man. I remember 2011, I was out in Cape May in Jersey. We stayed in a little cabin, things of that nature, and we was out in the woods. We did some hunting, go see stuff. I was with the zoo at the time. We had a little program with the zoo, and being in that dark in the woods is crazy, but. That's neither here nor there. But notice how I said, yeah, they were unto themselves more grievous than the darkness. So what they were doing, worship, commit idolatry, all the wicked acts and the odious acts they were doing, they were worse than the darkness than the place they had perceived, man. So they were destroying themselves to that point. But let me grab that. Let me grab this point. Go back to this. Let me grab this. Ecclesiastes, also on the side right, chapter 23 and verse 1. It says, "O Yahweh, Father, Governor of all my whole life, and leave me not to their counsels. Let me not fall by them." Yeah, man, to the wicked counsels, man. Listen, that's why it says in the next verse, "Scourge my thoughts. Is there something in me? Fix me, cleanse me, Lord, help me." That's what David cried for. That's what a lot of prophets cry for, man. Listen, no, they wanted the Most High Yahushua and other people to correct them, man. Honestly, man. Shoot, that's why it says, listen, that's why Yahushua himself, he said, "Why we're good and I am," man. Even he was perfect, man. But that's what it is, man. It's just you need that, man. Honestly, man. So, but let me go back to the point. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is. Let me grab Deuteronomy 4 verse 24, man, because a lot of controversy, with some fractions, with the book of Hebrews and different letters of Paul's writing, or this New Testament, it's Old Testament, a lot, it all flows together, man. That's why it is. It says as is written, and in the Isaiah tells it, and from the beginning, man. Like we always say, man. So, it all flows together, man. Because Yahushua's Most High Yahushua is decently in order, man. Not author of confusion, man. Actually, in that Sirach 23, I think in the other translations it says author of my life. Well, I don't think it does. I'm thinking about Hebrews 12, author and finisher of our faith. But that is what it is. Let me I think it does say that. It might say that. I'm not sure. But let me just go back in this Deuteronomy 4:24. For the Lord thy God is a consuming, because a consuming fire, even a jealous God. So, yeah, man, let me grab this Hebrews again, man, because that's just is what it is, man. That's why in Daniel 7:9 you got the it says a fire was around the throne, man, because what, he's a consuming fire, man, in his world like a fire, man. So, yeah. Let me get to Hebrews 12:29, and I'm gonna close out. It says, for our God is a consuming fire. So yeah, man. So, yeah, man, that's just is what it is. That's why, these scriptures all flow together, man. And that's why all that the testimony of Most High Yahushua, they come in the volume of the book is so important, man. Because you and reading it, shout out to Brother Akawar, reading it from their perspective, man. The Most High Yahushua perspective, man. And because yeah, because John 6:63 says, my words is spirit, man. So he was spiritually talking, man. So, and it's in the book is about them, man. So and we play a huge role, but I'm just saying, just read it from their perspective, man. You'll I'm sorry, you'll just see it in that, man. It's wow, it's a lot of things will grow and understand it. But back to the point, man, that's just with the whole controversy in the book of Hebrews, or just Old Testament, New Testament. Listen, it all flows together, man. So it's a song. It's a song. It's all a song, harmonious song all together, man. I actually was talking about that with my dad, my pop. The other week, man. He said, "Yeah, man, that's how the scriptures are. The song, it has to flow together, man." So, yeah, honestly, it's crazy because, what? It's crazy. Yep, that's a perfect example, man. It's on my movie channel, I did I did a video about just giving Stephen King his flowers, man, and it's it's crazy because his books, you hear his types of books and movies, things in nature. It's it's all in the same universe. It's all in the same universe, but so many different things, man. Because you got Shining is connected to It. And It is connected to a movie like Misery, and Misery is connected to a movie like Christine, and Christine is connected to a movie like Cujo, and this is all these type of things, but they're different things, but they're connected. They're in the same universe, just like the Most High House Shot. What, different authors, the same body, different places in the story, but the House Shot comes in volume of a book, but it's all. But you can see House Shot each volume of the book too. When you read 1st, 2nd Samuel with David and all the world wars, you can see Yahushua in that. But you can see how we see Yahushua what, shout out to brother Samuel firstborn, at the beginning in the garden, man. See it there, I mentioned Susanna, even in that you see him in that, even what you think Joseph was about. So yeah, man, it's all similar like that, man. So they all flow together, man. Honestly, because that's what I said, man. That's what I was getting into, because how I gave him how Stephen King, his flowers for being the Godfather. Pretty much, he pretty much started cinematic universes, those what we saw, those that paid that saw the Marvel run from 2008, because I remember it's crazy how time flies. I still remember being a young boy. I say young boy slang just for just like they say in the South, jit, young boy. What we saying here in Philly is slang for that. It's being younger, pretty much, man. I remember being seeing the first Iron Man in 2008, man. But that MCU run from 2008 to 2019, because that's when it really started with the last. That's what really stopped with the last Avengers movie. Yeah, that's what it. And other movies too. And you see now movie TV shows, they're starting to have things like cinematic universes when things connect to each other. But I'm saying Marvel because that's the probably most popular one in the last decade. Some you can have Star Wars, or you have other things in nature and other different fractions of movie or TV shows. But I'll just use that for example. But yeah, but notice how that. But Stephen King started those cinematic universes. He started those things, that movie, things of that nature. But how much more is the Heavenly Father, like, you know, of the universe, man, the creator of the universe. Like in his book, in these stories, man, like these these are actually just a historical book. These are things that actually happen. But two, in these stories, these things all connect. They all at different time periods, but they all connect to what the Most High, Yahushua, man, because he comes in the volume book. So look at it as that, man. It all flows together, man. So hopefully this is edifying, man, for y'all brothers and sisters. So peace.